The Empire somehow manages to prevail over the Kingdom and Central Church's coalition, but Archbishop Rhea is nowhere to be found. Edelgard and the others soon realize the Archbishop aims to use Aelel's secret trails to lead a surprise attack on Garreg Mach, so the Empire regroups and moves to intervene.
Dire news, my lord!
Huh? What now? What's happened? Another fire? Has a horse escaped? Don't tell me it's an assassin! Where's the body?
No, my lord. Worse. There's a legion of soldiers closing in on Garreg Mach. We think it's the Knights of Seiros.
Ah! But we're safe in here, yes? My life is of great military importance, you know. Protect me! Put those troops Her Majesty sent to use!
Count Varley, the enemy is inside the monastery. We couldn't hold them back.
But these walls are thick! How did they breach them?
The walls yet stand, my lord. But it appears they have made use of a number of unknown secret passages. Now they are inside and wreaking havoc, and it's only a matter of time before the monastery falls. We have the numbers to stop them, but that matters little if we don't know where they actually are.
We must flee, my lord! All hope is lost!
Urgent news, my lord.
Spare my life, I beg you!
An unknown army has appeared and started attacking the Knights of Seiros.
Her Majesty's reinforcements!
Doubtful, my lord. This army wields large-scale magic and is also attacking the Imperial forces. The battlefield is sheer chaos. It's impossible to tell friend from foe.
What in the blazes is happening?
Church or empire, I care not. Eradicate them all. Engulf them in our darkness.
It will be done. At last we can finally give the foolish descendants of those beasts the lesson they deserve. We will expose their filthy underground resting place and steal every last one of their essences.
If we can breach it. The hole in the forest that the bandits raided was secured with a seal.
Shall we deal with it after we take the monastery? We'll tear this disgusting rat's nest apart.
Lady Rhea, who are these people? They're attacking both sides indiscriminately.
A clandestine organization that wields dark magic. Could it be? Have they returned to seek vengeance on Fodlan? But why show their hand now? Deal with them, Catherine. Not a single one of them can survive. They pose a far greater threat to our world than the Empire.
Yes, Lady Rhea. Make way for Thunder Catherine! Clear a path or die!
And that appears to be the current situation.
The Knights of Seiros are one thing. We came prepared to deal with them, and we can do so. But now you say those who slither in the dark have turned this into a three-way battle? Why?
I am as baffled as you regarding a possible motive.
Perhaps it was vital they seized the monastery before we could get here. If they knew we were engaged in a lengthy fight at Aelel, they might have seen this as their chance.
Well, they saved Count Varley's life either way. So be it. We will use this situation to our advantage and conduct a rescue. We can't afford to lose Garreg Mach or Count Varley. With one battle, we'll destroy the Central Church and put an end to those who slither in the dark.
It's strange. I stopped caring about my father a long time ago, but the thought that he might die is... it's...
He is not dead yet, Bernadetta. Unless you intend to be leaving him to his fates.
No. No, of course not. I'm going to save him.
If we're sloppy about this, we'll get dragged into the ongoing battle and suffer heavy losses. I would prefer to make this as easy for ourselves as we can. Let's find out what's going on in there, then look for the safest way in.
I can tell you one thing. If Lord Arundel is here, I will choke the life out of him personally. I'll even let you watch, Your Majesty.
Yes, just try not to overdo it.
If that is settled, we will accomplish nothing more by brooding down here.
Agreed. We'll begin the attack as soon as our preparations are complete.
I have a strategy.
I have a
strategy.
I have an idea. This tactic could work.
Shall we?
Surrender now, and I will spare your life.
You're all alone, fancy boy. What you gonna do?
Oh, you are positively brutal.
She seemed to be reaching for a weapon. It is better to have safety than sorrow. Also, she would not have told you any information of usefulness. You have knowledge of this.
As she is now nothing more than a corpse, I cannot be certain of anything. However, I must admit she appeared to be going for her blade. You have my gratitude.
There is no need for thanks. I have awareness that you could have been dealing with that assassin yourself.
Perhaps. Still, I must say I have never hidden atop a tree just in case I needed to put an arrow into someone's back. I must try it sometime. I imagine such tactics are part and parcel for a woman of Bridget, though I am a touch surprised a queen would resort to them.
Why does it give you surprise? It is the tactic of most cleverness. You can attack with safety and with clear shots at the enemy's vitals. Or are you thinking that a queen should not be like her people?
Oh no, not in the slightest. In fact, I can think of no wiser strategy than for a queen to position herself somewhere safe. Fodlan's history is littered with foolish rulers who have gleefully ridden off to their own deaths. All in the name of the ludicrous, contemptible concept they call chivalry.
Chivalry? Ah, yes, that is the code for the knights. There are no knights of Bridget. We have agreement that they are without sense. But in Fodlan, I have been reading many books about chivalry. It is a code without point, yet it is followed by many. I do not have understanding of the reasoning.
Well, knightly deeds make for good tales, and tales have a way of stretching very easily. Over time, it is likely that people let go of the fact while happily embracing the fiction. Perhaps Fodlan once enjoyed an era of peace just long enough for that fantasy to take root.
Interesting. It is peace we are wishing for, but also peace that is making us weak. I am not wanting my land of home to be weak, but I am wanting it to have peace. The meaning of this is that chivalry may be coming to Brigid one day.
Despite my grumbling, it is not a system completely without use. For example, it serves well enough for keeping otherwise unruly warriors under control. Still, one advantage cannot make up for a host of failings. At the end of the day, it is a poor belief system at best.
I will be keeping your words in my mind as I attempt to create an era of peace.
Yes, be gone with the tired old ways and usher in a new age for all. That is what we are fighting for.
I'm not certain this market is worth my time. Although the variety of sellers and goods is at least moderately impressive.
Hey there, Linhart. It's not every day I see you out shopping.
Oh, I thought I might happen across some good finds. And what brings you here, Leonie?
Same. This is the best place to get affordable daily necessities and hunting equipment and the like.
I myself am looking for items that might prove useful to my research, but alas, I have come up empty.
Yeah, but the best finds usually don't jump right out at you. You gotta dig a little, you know? How about this? You keep looking, and I'll pitch in and help look at the same time.
No, I've had enough for today. I'm so tired.
You never change, Linhart, and I mean never. Well, I'm going to be here for a while, so if I find anything I think you might want, I'll grab it. Ooh, that looks interesting.
But how will you know what I want when I haven't... Oh, never mind.
Hey, Linhart, I found something good. Wait, I thought you were gonna take a nap.
It would have been rude to make you look while I enjoyed a moment of repose, so I decided to see if I could find anything you might enjoy.
Wait, is that a mask?
Indeed. It's an animal mask you wear like so.
Okay, that looks just like the real thing, which makes it amazing on you.
Is it really that amusing? I thought you could wear it hunting and confuse your prey into thinking you were one of their own kind.
Yeah, I could probably. No, stop! My stomach!
This wasn't quite the reaction I envisioned, but I suppose your finding it amusing is good enough in and of itself.
Sorry. I'll take it hunting with me next time I go, I promise. Although I'll probably burst out laughing and scare off all the animals.
And what did you find for me?
Oh, right! Check this out! Ta-da! At first, I just thought it was a weird-looking statue, but apparently it's really old.
Ah, I see. Yes, well, thank you.
Something about your reaction isn't sitting right. Is it not actually a good find?
That I cannot tell without further investigation. But there's no denying it is a curious little thing. In any event, judging from its appearance...
Okay, what's the deal?
I'm sorry. The statue is just so terribly amusing.
Huh? Where are you going? And stop laughing! Hey, Linhart! Get back here!
Well, you are looking robust today. Let us get that coat of yours glowing, shall we?
Hey, Ferdinand.
Hello, Leonie. Have you some need of me?
I did a little detective work and learned something. You're the weird one.
I fear I do not take your meaning. How exactly am I weird?
You're a noble who delights in cleaning out stables and maintaining filthy equipment. And among the Imperial nobles, you're the only one who does those kinds of things when it's not your specific responsibility. Which means I was right. Empire and Alliance nobles are all the same.
I think I understand what you're trying to say. Certainly among those you investigated, I am the only one who puts such ideas into action. But that is, if you would forgive me, a surface-level assessment. The reality beating at the heart of the matter is quite different indeed.
Okay, what does that mean?
True nobles think as I do, inside their heads. It just so happens that I am the only one who turned thought into deed on this particular occasion. So, if you believe those actions to be strange, you are saying the thoughts of all of them are strange as well. Which means you find all nobles of the world, myself among them, to be strange.
Are you trying to confuse me? Because it's working. How do you reach a conclusion like that? I'm telling you, you're the only weird one.
We appear to be arguing past one another.
Seems like it, but I'm still right.
Then I am left with no choice but to make you understand that I am the right sort of noble.
And I'll have to make you understand there aren't actually any other nobles like you.
Goodness, whatever is the matter with me? It is out of character for me to be so obstinate. An understanding like this ought never be forced upon a person. My behavior was ill-befitting a noble, Leonie. Please, allow me to apologize.
Nah, I got pretty heated there myself. At the end of the day, you're taking charge and being helpful, and that's what counts. It doesn't really matter if other nobles would ultimately do the same thing or not. So, sorry.
You must think nothing of it. However, I believe a thought has just come to me. Ultimately, the problem is not me. It is that you mistrust the nobility as a whole. That being the case, I must redouble my efforts to put my philosophy into action, so as to make others of my stature understand the correct way of things. I am certain this will rid us of the selfish sort of nobles you imagine to be lurking around every corner.
Wait, I mean, that'd be pretty great, but... if nobles start taking the initiative to work and stop looking down on commoners, doesn't that just... make them commoners?
I want to apologize again. I'm really sorry. I can't believe I tried to kill you.
It's all right. I know that wasn't really you.
Still, the one who did it was a part of me. Literally. You asked me about this before. About some mysterious presence within me.
That's right.
Well, sorry I couldn't give you a straight answer back then. Arval told me not to tell anyone. That's the name of the presence that was inside my head, by the way. The one that took control of my body and tried to kill you. Or maybe it was someone else entirely. The one that called himself Epimenides.
Arval and Epimenides, I wonder what manner of beings they are.
Beats me. And it's not like I can just go and ask them now. Honestly, I kinda wish I'd talked to Arval more now that I can't.
That's how these things work, sadly. When you're ready to talk, the person you want to talk to is no longer there.
But there's still so much I don't know. Remember how I got trapped inside that void with Edelgard and the others after our fight? That's when Arval used the name Epimenides, and then tried to kill us.
Are Arval and Epimenides the same being?
I'd like to think they're different, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Epimenides is just Arval's true identity. I don't know if they were just using me, or if they had some other goal in mind. All I've got are a bunch of mysteries that I'll probably never solve.
I did notice one thing.
What's that?
It was when we were fighting and you were being manipulated. It seemed like Arval was trying to keep your body from getting hurt. They could have fought more recklessly. I don't see why it would have made a difference to them, but they were making sure you weren't harmed.
Seriously, Arval was protecting me?
It's just a feeling I got. But yes, I think that could have been the case.
I guess Arval's the only one who knows the truth. Or as the Saros folks say, only the goddess knows, right? But hey, thanks for telling me that. Really. It does make me feel better. I've got no choice now but to keep moving forward. Live out the destiny the two of us once shared. Funny, I came here to apologize, but you ended up cheering me up instead. I'll catch you later, okay?
Only the goddess knows, Well, the goddess may have been the one telling you that.
Hey, let's think about that.
Excuse me.
Hear me out.
So I've been thinking.
Got a sec?
Let's chat.
Excuse me.
Well, hi.
Nuh-uh.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Yeah. What do you think?
Greetings, friend. Nothing to report. I'd really appreciate it.
Hey, you got a minute?
If I'm honest, that's concerning. Ready and willing.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
got a second?
Good day to you. How may I help you? Oh, what? Can I be of use?
Actually...
Right on.
Hey! No way.
I get it. Let's see.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I am on it.
Would you lend me your ear?
Oh dear.
Hey!
I see.
What do you think?
Over here.
Do you have a moment? No.
Please, listen.
If I may. Don't let me down.
Do you have a moment? It's good to see you again.
Did you know? Yes.
Ah.
What do you know? Got a minute? Care to do? Listen.
Let's see.
Did you know?
Nuh-uh.
Time to work you into shape.
I will hew my own.
Together we are achieving new heights.
We learned a lot today.
This is...
Time to work. Can't wait to see how you do.
Oh, it feels wonderful to be out on the town again. Wouldn't you agree, Petra?
I would. It has been one battle after another battle. It is feeling good to rest.
I know, right? I'm glad we stopped here. Just look at the market. So many stalls, so much life.
This town must have been sending many soldiers to the war. I was thinking it would be filled with gloom. But the townsfolk are keeping high spirits. This is a good thing.
Commoners are a lot more resilient than you think. It doesn't matter if there are arrows whizzing by their shops or if there's a new lord to serve. They know how to adapt and carry on. Of course, it's different if they've lost family.
Ah, yes. In Brigid, everyone is family. We fight as sisters and brothers, and are mourning each loss.
One big family, huh? Can't say that for Fodlan. It's a beautiful idea, but it must be awful in wartime. I can't imagine feeling like I've lost a sibling every time a person dies.
Yes. Times of war bring much sadness. But I am also thinking that war is less common. We are not squabbling over land or property, because it is already belonging to all.
That sounds wonderful, Petra.
We are only squabbling over who is sitting on the throne. Oh, and lovers.
Oh, so that's where things get messy. Juicy.
Oi, ladies. Ain't safe for a couple of prim skirts to be out here alone. Why don't you come with us?
Keep walking, boys. Not interested. Ah!
Shut up and move, girlie.
Ha!
Whoa! What the?
Watch out, Dorothea! This one has skill!
Well, that was incredibly uncivil of them. Are you all right? You aren't hurt, are you?
I am well. And you?
Not a scratch. I'm so relieved those brutes didn't mess up that silky face of yours.
But I am not wearing silk upon my face, Dorothea.
No, I'm talking about your skin. It's lustrous and smooth, you know?
This is a strange comparison. Silk is easily damaged. My skin has strength. Here, feel.
That's all right. I can tell just by looking.
Then you are knowing that my skin is like steel, not like silk. I am thinking we should be taking more care from now on. You are precious to me. I do not want to be losing you to thugs. One of them was a capable fighter. Please take my apologies for placing you in such danger. If anyone is trying such a thing again, I will be keeping you safe.
Hey, you're special to me too, you know. And no one's gonna lay a finger on your head while I'm around.
Oh, it's a cat. Looks like something spooked it. What's wrong, little guy? Is someone chasing you? Not that you'd be able to tell me anyway. Yuritsa, what's wrong? Wait a sec. Why do I feel like this has happened before?
There you are.
Yeah? What's up?
Not you. Her. The creature who raided the pantry.
Wait, you mean the cat?
She is swift. This is not the first time she has eluded my grasp.
Not the first... Oh... So this is who you were chasing the last time.
Yes, she was injured. I tried to tend to her, but she fled. Eventually, another soldier apprehended her.
So that's what was going on. It wasn't a person who went missing. It was a cat. Now that I think about it, I don't know if you ever said she was a person. Sorry for jumping to conclusions.
The fault is mine as well. My word choice was poor.
Honestly, I'm more surprised than anything. Never really saw you as a cat person. I always thought your antisocial tendencies extended to everyone, human and animal.
I only loathe people. I had a cat once, back at House Bartels, with my sister.
No kidding. So they weren't always scared of you?
No. However, the cat vanished after my mother and sister left. Perhaps it was frightened by the sight of me covered in blood.
I'm no cat expert, but they say animals can sense danger. Maybe it could tell that you'd become a threat somehow. Cats are fickle. Anyway, what do you plan to do once you've caught this bread bandit?
Take her with me, and make sure she never steals again.
What's that supposed to mean? Look, you practically scared the whiskers right off her.
I only planned to give her some food. I wonder why she was frightened.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a while till she realizes you just want to help.
Time to work you into shape.
I make more progress with you around.
Hey!
We are accomplishing more together.
Time to work you. With proper training, you'll be up. Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
We did well, naturally.
What?
Come at.
Of course, Your Majesty. Especially as you will likely tear me apart if I refuse.
Come at me, Hubert. Give me your all. We must work together and improve.
Time to work you. With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Hey, Happy. You got a minute?
I have several. Need something?
So, I heard a little about your past, and I was wondering if you wouldn't mind telling me more about it.
I see. So now you know, huh? Not the most pleasant story. What did you want to know?
I was thinking about how you asked all those questions about my mom, and I realized you were probably worried I went through the same thing as you.
Yeah, that about sums it up. You do have those mysterious powers after all. When I was little, some strange lady kidnapped me. I became a test subject for her twisted experiments. That's how I ended up with my condition, or whatever you want to call it. Not that it's life-threatening.
Safe to say my mom never did anything like that. I'm pretty sure I'd remember it if she did. She didn't really talk much, but I don't think she had a deceitful bone in her body. Her life was kinda just what you'd expect out in a village like that. She did keep to herself, though. Thinking about it more, it's possible she was on the run from someone.
That does sound a little worrying. But in any event, I'm glad you didn't go through what I did. And unlike me, it seems you've got a pretty good handle on your powers.
Nah, I don't really have full control of them yet. You never know when something might go wrong. One day that sword might overtake me, and I'll turn into a monster. Like something out of a fairy tale.
If that ever happens, I'll just sigh, and you'll come running. Then me and all your old friends would put you out of your misery. Now that's a real fairy tale ending.
Well, that won't give me nightmares at all. But if it ever came to it, I think that's how I'd like to go. Mercenaries need to use every weapon and tactic at their disposal. Maybe flinging these powers around isn't such a good idea, but right now, I need to do whatever I can to stay alive. Now honestly, I should probably take a page out of your book and only use them as a last resort. I think that's what makes you pretty incredible, Happy. You've got this power right there, but choose not to use it.
I think that means I just gave up. You're way more amazing because you're still trying. No doubt about it.
Okay, sure, we can say I'm more amazing. As long as you recognize you're right there with me.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. Anyway, was that all? 'Cause I feel like I need to move.
Yeah, thanks for talking with me. You going to train?
Yep. Figure it couldn't hurt to put in a little effort. You should come too if you're free. I hope to see you there.
Come to think of it. Experiments, huh? What did that dream even mean? Arval.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Honestly, that was kinda lousy.
I'm up. Oh.
That felt good. Let's do it again.
There must...
Eve.
Time to work. You can't wait to see how you do.
Hunger is the true enemy. Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
This is pretty good.
I could make something.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Well, this is great.
Having some trouble there, Gerald?
I wanted to replace the clasp on my gauntlet, but I can't quite get the blasted thing to stay.
Here, let me try.
Oh, look at that. You got a real knack for these things. Thanks, kid.
I'm surprised you've survived this long with those ham hands.
Being a good mercenary isn't all about dexterity, you know. Besides, when you've lived as long as I have, your body just doesn't work as well as it used to. Trust me.
You don't look that old to me.
You can't judge a book by its cover. I might not look it, but I'm practically an ancient tome. Not to mention I've lived pretty hard. Might just be a gut feeling, but I've started feeling like the goddess might call me to her side before long.
Come on, it's not like you're at death's door. Besides, you really think the goddess would be calling you of all people?
You don't hold anything back, do you? If the goddess won't have me, then I'll just have to make do in hell.
Do you think you'd have any regrets if you died right now?
Not one. Except maybe living too long.
What about leaving your kid behind?
Can't say I wouldn't be worried, especially because that kid isn't exactly normal.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Your kid sure likes to think out loud. Well, I guess I don't have room to talk.
It's a weird habit, almost like there's someone else there. Just a personal quirk, I guess. Makes it tough to find friends, though. In that sense, I'm glad we're here. There's tons of young folks around. And maybe the kid'll take a shine to you, since you're both mercenaries.
Who knows? I've been hoping we could talk more at least.
Is that so? I'm glad to hear you say that. Takes a load off my mind.
Now you really sound like a dad.
I was never much of a parent, but I do worry all the same. You know, I think we were meant to end up on the same side. Would you do me a favor and look after my kid?
When you put it that way, it really does sound like you're about to die.
Hey, it's possible. Tomorrow's never guaranteed in this line of work. I meant what I said. Can I count on you?
Yeah, sure. I'm not gonna refuse a dying man's wish after all.
Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share.
And that concludes today's performance. Thank you so very much for coming.
That was a great show, Manuela. You really put a smile on this old man's face.
Not as extravagant as I would have liked, but I suppose it wasn't so bad, all in all.
But why put on an opera just for me?
It was actually your kid's idea.
Really? But how did...
I'm sorry, but after hearing that sad story about your wife, I just couldn't keep it to myself.
I see.
I didn't mean to spill everything, but you raised quite the listener. Also, I was drunk, so there's that. Honestly, I don't even remember the conversation. I'm just going off what I was told the next day.
Wait, you were so drunk you couldn't even remember?
Anyway, when I finally stumbled out into the light of day, your kid suggested we show you the opera that your late wife never got the chance to see.
Well, I'll be.
I know! It was such a noble, touching idea. It actually caught me a bit off guard. But I so wanted to try and fill that hole in your heart, even if only a little. So we turned the opera into a duet and practiced during whatever free time we could carve out.
Honestly, thanks for going along with it. I know you've probably got better things to do. I'm sure this opera put the original to shame. I'm grateful, and I'll probably be seeing my wife again soon, so I'll be sure to tell her all about it.
You're hardly in a position to judge, seeing as how you never saw the original. And you can stop that morbid talk anytime you like. You sound like a man on his deathbed, and I won't stand for it. You and that wunderkind of yours are going to survive this war and do your wife proud by living long and happy lives. Now promise me.
Sorry, but I can't do that. We're at war, and I lead a band of mercenaries. Tomorrow isn't something I'm entitled to. I made my peace with that a long time ago.
I admit there are some things out of your control. But I also know you'll do what you must to survive. So when this war is over, I want you to come see me perform again. And I mean on a proper stage with an orchestra. Why, even a tough fellow like yourself won't be able to hold back the tears. And after the show, you must let me try to seduce you again. Otherwise, I'll always be left wondering.
Just can't let it go, can you? I told you not to waste your time on this old man.
I don't care how old you are, or if you can't forget about your wife. Just promise me. I'll wrap your whole family up in my arms and give them more love than they know what to do with. But until then, I suppose I can settle for just being drinking buddies. You wouldn't let a poor woman drink alone after her star performance, would you?
I think she just tricked me into agreeing to that. Still, a man is only as good as his word. Sorry, Citri. Looks like you'll have to wait just a little bit longer for me.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Solid.
Nothing like good food with my trusted battle buddies. Now, if we only had a little something extra to go with it.
Easy there. You're not exactly made of money. Maybe hold off until after the war.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Solid.
How did you know I like this? Yes, well, I admire people who show such consideration.
This is one of my favorites. Thank you.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah. Oh, but this is...
No.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Care to make yourself useful?
I've got nothing to worry about.
I do the brain work, and you do the heavy lifting.
And also like old... Nothing like a little coin to warm my pockets.
So warm it'll burn a hole right through. Well, don't come crying to me when you're broke again.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on...
Oh yeah!
I will...
We all must do our fair share. Interesting. Welcome. Nothing but the best for you. Nothing but the best for you. Is that the one? Nothing but the best for you. Is that the one? Is that the one? Is that the one? Nothing but the best for you. Come back soon.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Hey there. Need something? Is this it? 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 See you around.
Well, hi. Thank you, dear. Well, this puts us...
So I've been thinking. Yeah.
Training? With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
What do you know? Got a minute? Must be... Got a minute? Must be my...
Another rough night, Manuela?
You could stand to learn some manners, you know. I had a little too much to drink yesterday, that's all. More importantly, you saw me perform, right?
Yeah, I was at the inn. You really do have a beautiful voice. I was impressed.
I told you so. But was it just my voice you were impressed with?
Well, I mean, when you were singing in front of everyone, you looked stunning. Seriously. Is that how you always are when you perform for the people in town?
Oh, please. In their dreams, maybe. Yesterday was a special occasion because you were there. We had a deal, remember?
Yes. Hush money.
You haven't told anyone, right? About what I said in my sleep and such?
Let's see now. I don't think I said anything.
You better not have. Because if you did, you'd have to deal with my not-so-nice side.
You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with you, even when you are hungover.
Really?
It makes you seem like a laid-back, mature woman. Just another interesting side of you. One day you're a physician saving lives, and the next, you're a warrior on the battlefield. I like all your sides.
Like, you say?
It's more like I can't take my eyes off you. All the more so now, since I've seen you sing and all. You have all these different sides that come together to form a complete person. And maybe that's what draws me in. It's like, which one is the real Manuela?
Of course, the real me is the majestic diva shimmering in the spotlight. If only. I'm not that delusional. Those days are long gone. Apparently, I've reached the age where I must take comfort in the glories of yesteryear.
Do you really think so? I think you're probably way more attractive now than when you were all famous.
Well, that's a solid gold pickup line. If only you were a handsome gentleman instead.
Huh? Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Anyone would find you captivating is all.
I like the way you think. Maybe you and I could sit down and plan out my future together. Actually, how does tonight sound?
Oh, I've got some stuff I gotta do tonight. Sorry, maybe another time.
Oh, really? Fine, we'll save it for another day. It'll give us more time to talk anyway. Just don't blow me off, okay? Or you'll be sorry.
That was a joke, right? Manuela? Right? Oh, Yuri, you're back? I thought you'd still be away.
Well, look who it is. I figured if I didn't come back before sunset, someone might get worried and ransack my room again.
And who might this someone be, huh? You're never gonna let that go, are you?
Just joking, friend. No need to take everything so seriously. Anyway, it's late. Shouldn't you be getting some shut-eye?
Probably, but I just got my second wind. How was your mom, by the way?
Well, it's not looking good, that's for sure. But she's still got some fight in her yet. I'd planned on staying longer, but she told me to do what I had to do and sent me on my way. One minute she wants to see me, the next she's telling me to go home. Honestly, she's all over the place.
Reminds me of my mom. The one who raised me, anyway.
She passed away, didn't she? Judging by your expression, she must have been pretty special.
She was. More than I can say. She took me in when I'd been abandoned. Taught me how to live. We weren't blood related, but she was my mom. No doubt about it.
I'm sure wherever she is now, she's very happy to hear you say that.
Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to ask you something. It's been on my mind for a while now. About your real name. Your mom gave it to you, right? Where does it come from? I've never heard anything like it before.
Look up. No, a little more to the left. See that bright star over there?
Bright star. To the left? Which one? There are thousands of stars up there, and they're all bright.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter if you find it or not. Anyway, it's that star's ancient name. The white star that the goddess herself made into a disciple. My mother is a devout follower of Seros. But I know it's a pretty ostentatious name for a penniless kid.
I don't think so. It just shows how much you mean to her.
Yeah. Well, I do like it. She gave it to me after all. I'm not sure how much of the scriptures she really understands. But knowing her, I'm certain she put a lot of consideration into my name.
Then doesn't it seem like kind of a waste not to use it? What with how much thought she put into it?
I've used many names, and each one comes with its own mask. But when I hear my real name, all those facades fall away. The only people who can call me that are those who are truly special to me. Immediate family, or someone just as important. Which means that if you're so intent on using my name, you'd better be willing to spend the rest of your life by my side.
What are you even talking about, Yuri? That's all a bit much, don't you think?
Obviously. To be honest, I would have been at a loss if you had said you were all for it. Regardless, it does make me happy to hear that you like my name. And if you ever decide you're up for it, let me know, okay? I'll think it over too, just in case.
Today's battle wasn't half bad. Minus that close call, I guess. I tell you, when I charged ahead and saw all those archers waiting for me, a single thought flashed through my mind. Not how I'd like to go, but that's life, I guess. Phew, I was sure I was done for.
What are you talking about? It was so windy, there was no way they could have gotten a clean shot at you. You completely wiped them out. Are you telling me you didn't plan it that way?
I mean, I knew a breeze was blowing, but still.
You're right. You would have been Balthus-sized target practice if the wind died down. But you bet your life that it wouldn't, right? That's something only you could pull off. I never would have taken those odds.
It was all lady luck, pal. Pure and simple. Where's this coming from, anyway? I thought you hated all that gambling on life and death stuff.
I did, but you're living proof that it can have a place on the battlefield. You roll the dice and get the job done. Can't argue with success. I have to accept that your way actually works. All I can do is hope you win your bets every time.
Thanks for saying that, but what happened today wasn't calculated at all. Things were going great, then I got carried away and made a stupid mistake. It just so happened that the wind was blowing the right way. Otherwise, I'd be dead.
Quit pulling my leg. There's no way that was a coincidence.
It was a complete fluke, honest. That's why I was gonna tell you I've learned my lesson. That I'm done gambling with my life.
Really? That's the best idea you've ever had.
But since you admitted my way has merit, I think I'll keep rolling the dice. I gotta do what works for me, you know? Can't let one close call make me lose my nerve.
Wait, what? Isn't that what almost got you killed today? I take it back. You are definitely gonna die. Please stop.
Nope. Too late. A warrior doesn't go back on their word after all. We might have had some misunderstandings along the way, but what's important is that you learned to accept me for who I am, right?
In that case, what about you saying you weren't gonna bet your life on this stuff anymore? A warrior doesn't go back on their word after all.
That doesn't count. I only said I was gonna tell you.
What kind of backwards logic is that? You absolutely said it, so this whole warrior code thing applies to you too.
I don't have a clue what you mean. It's not even remotely the same. Anyway, we can butt heads about it later. We gotta go celebrate our victory, right?
Fine, I can live with that. It's a tough job, but someone's gotta talk some sense into you.